Today I'm going to walk you through the process of filing an annual report with the North Carolina Secretary of State. So you first start off by going to the website that's printed right here on the screen. I'll just read it for you. It's www.sosnc.gov/search/index/corp. And that brings up this search screen that's on the screen right now. And so you just go ahead and you want to search by your company's name. So we have search by company. That's what we want it to say. We want to leave it there. There's some other choices in this drop-down menu, but we just want to search by the company. You can use words starting with, so just whatever words in your company's name you want to type that they start with. So I'm going to use a company that I own, actually, that's called Penrose Arts. So I'll just type the word Penrose Arts, or I could have just typed Penrose. And then I'm going to click this search button here. And so that's going to bring up the results from the Secretary of State's database. And as you can see, it's brought up one result, which is my company. In your case, if there are multiple companies that start with whatever you typed in, you just have to scroll through the results and find your company. And so we have here the name of the company, and then over here there's a list of actions that you can take. And so there's some different choices here that you can scroll through. And one of them that I've landed on here is file an annual report. So it says file an annual report / amend an annual report. It's this little choice right here that my cursor is on right now. So I'm just going to click this icon, and that's going to bring me to the screen to file the annual report. And so it has a list of my prior annual reports here that have been filed. But I'm just going to choose file the most recent annual report, which is the report that's due this year. So it brings up this annual report form, and it says, I certify that the above company is the entity I intend to file an annual report for. So I'll check that box. And that I am authorized to file an annual report for the above company. So I'll check that box also. And then click Next. So it's going to ask me which report year that I want to file. Sometimes you may have prior year forms that, or prior years that you need to file reports for. But in this case, I'm just going to file the current year. When I'm making this screencast, it's 2018, and that's the report I want to file. So I'll choose 2018, choose Next. In my case, 50% or more of the company is not owned by a veteran, so I'll choose No for that. Now it's just going to go through and show, is the registered agent correct on here? And it is. Choose Next. Now it's just going to ask you to make sure that the registered office street address is correct. Everything should be, if you filed an annual report before, everything should be filled in according to the prior annual report. Sometimes the registered office address will be different from your mailing address, but in this case they are the same. So I'm just going to choose this button that says this address is also the registered mailing address. If in your case it's not the registered mailing address, that's fine. You can leave that unchecked. Then it says describe the nature of the business. So I've got just a little couple of phrases here that describe what I use this LLC for. I've got the phone number here. If you'd like, you can include email addresses here. And so I'll just go ahead and use my business email address here so that I can get an annual report receipt in the through my email. Now it's asking you for the principal office. Now this might be different from the registered office. Your principal office address is just the location where your business is located. So this is the correct principal office street address. In my case, it's the same as the registered office street address, and it's also the principal office mailing address. So I'm going to check this box. And then it just says here, the company officials. I am the only member. I am the only manager. So both of these are correct. I don't think we need to do anything here. If since the last time you filed an annual report, you have a new company official, you want to, in the case of an LLC, you want to add a manager, add a member, or delete a manager or a member, you can do that using these keys on this screen here. So just go ahead and move next here. And then select the entity that is executing the annual report. So they're saying, who is it that's going to sign this? Is it the manager of the company, the member? In this case, both are the same. So it really doesn't matter which one I choose. And if you're a single owner LLC, the same would be true for you. So I'm just going to choose member, choose myself. Now it's going to create a preview of the annual report that we can look at. So here it is. It has everything filled in. You should just probably check it over, take a look, make sure everything is in there correct. Annual reports are public record. That's why I have no hesitation about putting this on a screencast video, because all this is searchable at the Secretary of State's website. And then you would just go ahead and check out, and you would pay your annual fee, which in 2018, in the case of a limited liability company in North Carolina, I believe is $200. And then once you check out, your annual report has been submitted, your company is in compliance, and that's really all you need to do.